Have you ever wondered what separates the good from the extraordinary? Why some people seem to thrive under pressure, achieve the impossible, and still have time to live with joy and purpose? Today, I'm going to let you in on a secret. It's not talent, luck, or timing. It's habit specific, intentional habits that anyone can adopt. By the end of this talk, you'll have a roadmap to not just excel, but to live at your highest level sustainably and joyfully. This is your chance to break through limits and step into the life you've always imagined. Let's start with the foundation of all high-performance habits: clarity. It's the invisible thread that ties together every success story, every extraordinary achievement, and every fulfilled life. Without clarity, even the most talented individuals can feel lost, overwhelmed, or stuck in mediocrity. High performers, on the other hand, don't stumble their way to success, they design it. They take the time to get crystal clear on who they are, what they want, and why it matters. This habit, more than any other, sets the trajectory for greatness. Clarity begins with understanding yourself at the core. High performers consistently ask themselves, what truly drives me? What are my values? Who do I want to become? They realize that success isn't just about hitting external milestones, it's about alignment. When your goals, actions, and values align, everything flows with purpose and energy. Clarity eliminates the noise, sharpens your focus, and gives you the confidence to say yes to what matters and no to what doesn't. But here's the thing: clarity isn't a one-time decision or a New Year's resolution, it's a daily practice. High performers don't wait for the perfect moment to get clear, they create clarity by reflecting consistently. They journal, meditate, or simply take time to ask themselves powerful questions that guide their decisions. They know that life is dynamic and clarity needs to evolve with it. What worked last year or even last month may not align with who you are today. That's why they check in with themselves regularly. Clarity also means defining your goals with precision. High performers don't just say, I want to be successful. They specify what success looks like. They set measurable, meaningful objectives. I want to grow my business by 50% this year. Or I want to spend 3 hours every weekend with my family, fully present. These aren't vague wishes, they're concrete targets. Why? Because clarity brings focus, and focus turns ambition into action. But clarity isn't just about knowing what you want, it's about understanding why it matters. The why is your fuel. High performers dig deep into their motivations. Why do I want to build this career? Why do I want to improve my health? Why does this goal matter to me and the people I care about? When you know your why, the how becomes easier. Challenges become stepping stones rather than roadblocks because you're driven by something bigger than convenience or comfort. Clarity also extends to the relationships you nurture. High performers are intentional about who they surround themselves with. They seek out people who uplift, challenge, and inspire them. They avoid toxic relationships that drain their energy or cloud their vision. Clarity in relationships ensures that the people in your life align with your values and goals, creating an environment that supports your growth. Finally, clarity helps high performers make better decisions faster. They don't waste time overthinking or second guessing. When you're clear on what matters, decisions become simple. Does this align with my goals? Does this move me closer to the person I want to become? If the answer is no, they don't hesitate to say no. This decisiveness not only saves time, but also protects their energy for what truly matters. In a world full of distractions, clarity is your competitive advantage. It's what separates those who live intentionally from those who merely react to life's demands. When you commit to the habit of clarity, you'll find that your actions carry more weight. Your results are more meaningful and your life feels more aligned. Clarity is not just a skill, it's a way of living that unlocks your potential. Energy is the lifeblood of high performance. It's what enables you to tackle challenges, stay focused, and show up fully in every area of your life. Without energy, even the most ambitious goals can feel out of reach. High performers understand this truth deeply. They don't rely on bursts of motivation or sheer willpower. They cultivate energy intentionally every single day. Energy isn't just physical, it's mental, emotional, and even spiritual. It's the driving force behind sustainable success and fulfillment. High performers view energy as a resource to be managed, not a fixed trait. They start by paying attention to their physical vitality. They know that how they treat their bodies affects everything else: clarity of thought, emotional resilience, and the ability to take consistent action. Nutrition, movement, and sleep are treated as non-negotiable foundations. They fuel their bodies with nutrient-rich foods that sustain energy rather than cause crashes. They move regularly, not just for fitness, but to keep their minds sharp and their emotions balanced. And they prioritize quality sleep, understanding that recovery is where real growth happens. But energy isn't just about how you treat your body, it's also about how you manage your mind. High performers master their mental energy by guarding their focus and controlling their thoughts. They minimize distractions, create boundaries around their time, and engage in activities that recharge them mentally. They understand the power of mindset, actively cultivating positivity and resilience. Negative thinking is seen as an energy drain, so they challenge limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. Emotional energy is another key element. High performers know that emotions are contagious, both to themselves and to those around them. They manage their emotional states by practicing mindfulness and gratitude, two habits that help them stay grounded and uplifted. When they encounter stress or setbacks, they don't let it derail them. Instead, they process their emotions and focus on solutions. They also surround themselves with people who energize and inspire them, steering clear of those who drain their vitality. Perhaps the most overlooked aspect of energy is the spiritual dimension, not necessarily in a religious sense, but in the sense of connection to something bigger than oneself. High performers tap into their purpose, their why, to generate deep, sustaining energy. When your actions align with your purpose, you gain access to an almost limitless reservoir of motivation and drive. Purposeful energy makes even the hardest tasks feel meaningful, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. Another critical habit of high performers is their ability to create and protect moments of rejuvenation throughout the day. They don't grind endlessly. Without breaks, they understand that energy ebbs and flows. Strategic pauses, whether it's a 5-minute meditation, a walk outside, or even a few deep breaths, allow them to reset and come back stronger. These moments of renewal are not just luxuries, they're necessities for maintaining peak performance over the long haul. Finally, high performers recognize that energy is not just about what they do, but also about what they avoid. They avoid activities, habits, and environments that drain their energy. They say no to commitments that don't align with their goals and protect their time fiercely. By eliminating unnecessary drains, they free up energy to focus on what truly matters. Energy isn't something you wait for, it's something you generate. It's the foundation upon which all other high-performance habits are built. When you learn to cultivate energy intentionally, you unlock the ability to perform at your best consistently and sustainably. It's not just about achieving goals, it's about doing so while feeling vibrant, alive, and fully engaged in the process. Courage is the defining habit of high performers. It is the spark that ignites progress, the bridge between dreams and action. While many people admire courage in others, they often fail to see that it is not an innate trait, but a skill that can be developed. High performers embrace courage as a daily practice, understanding that boldness is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act in spite of it. Courage separates the ordinary from the extraordinary because it pushes boundaries, challenges norms, and leads to growth. Every significant achievement begins with a moment of courage. It takes courage to set ambitious goals, especially when they stretch far beyond what feels safe or comfortable. High performers don't shy away from big visions. Instead, they lean into the discomfort of thinking beyond the status quo. They are willing to dream boldly, even when others doubt them or when failure feels like a real possibility. They understand that every great idea or endeavor comes with uncertainty, but they choose to act because the potential rewards outweigh the temporary discomfort of risk. Courage is what allows high performers to step into the unknown. Whether it's launching a new business, pursuing a passion, or standing up for what they believe in, they are willing to face uncertainty head-on. They don't wait for the perfect conditions or guarantee of success because they know those conditions rarely exist. Instead, they take imperfect action, trusting that clarity and confidence will come through the process of doing. This proactive mindset separates them from those who remain stuck in fear or indecision. Courage also plays a crucial role in resilience. High performers know that failure and setbacks are inevitable on the path to success. Rather than letting these challenges define them, they use courage to rise again. They reframe failure as feedback, viewing it as an opportunity to learn and improve. This perspective helps them maintain forward momentum even when the journey gets tough. They understand that courage is a muscle, and every time they push through fear, they strengthen their ability to face even bigger challenges in the future. One of the most powerful aspects of courage is its ability to create momentum. When you take one brave step, it often leads to another. High performers recognize this ripple effect, which is why they focus on taking consistent, courageous actions, no matter how small. Each act of courage builds confidence and reinforces the belief that they are capable of handling whatever comes their way. This momentum propels them forward, making it easier to tackle even bigger risks and opportunities over time. Courage also extends to relationships and communication. High performers have the courage to have difficult conversations, ask for what they need, and set boundaries. They don't avoid confrontation or shy away from addressing issues, knowing that honesty and transparency are essential for meaningful connections. It takes bravery to speak up, share your truth, and face the possibility of rejection or conflict, but high performers prioritize authenticity over comfort. Ultimately, courage is the habit that enables all other habits. It is the starting point for growth, the key to unlocking potential, and the driver of meaningful change. Without courage, the best plans and intentions remain just that, ideas trapped in the realm of what could have been. High performers understand that life is too short to play small or let fear dictate their actions. They embrace courage as a way of life, stepping boldly into the unknown and trusting that the rewards of bravery far outweigh the risks. When you choose courage, you choose progress. It is not a one-time decision, but a daily commitment to face your fears, take action, and grow into the person you are meant to be. Courage transforms lives because it forces you to show up fully, take responsibility for your dreams, and create a reality that reflects your highest potential. It is the ultimate bridge between who you are and who you want to become. Productivity isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters most. High performers understand this distinction better than anyone. In a world where busyness is often mistaken for effectiveness, they resist the urge to fill their time with meaningless tasks. Instead, they focus on activities that create the highest impact. They know that success doesn't come from checking off endless to-do lists, it comes from prioritizing the work that moves the needle forward. Productivity is their superpower, and it's a habit they refine with discipline and intention. The first key to true productivity is clarity. High performers know that without a clear sense of purpose, it's easy to get lost in the noise. That's why they start by defining their goals with precision. They ask themselves, what outcome am I trying to achieve? What actions will get me there fastest? This sharp focus ensures that their energy isn't wasted on tasks that feel urgent but don't contribute to their long-term success. Every decision they make is filtered through the lens of their bigger vision. Time management is another critical element of productivity. High performers treat their time as their most valuable resource, protecting it fiercely. They don't leave their schedules to chance, they plan their days with intention. Mornings often become sacred, a time for setting priorities and tackling the most important work before distractions arise. They batch similar tasks, eliminate unnecessary meetings, and delegate whenever possible. This intentional approach allows them to maximize their output while still maintaining balance and energy throughout the day. But productivity isn't just about planning, it's also about execution. High performers are masters of focus. They create environments that support deep work, free from distractions. They silence their phones, close unnecessary tabs, and set boundaries with others to carve out uninterrupted time for their most critical tasks. When they work, they go all in, fully present and engaged. This ability to concentrate deeply allows them to achieve more in less time, freeing up space for creativity, rest, and connection. One of the most overlooked aspects of productivity is the ability to say no. High performers understand that every yes to one thing is a no to something else. They are selective about where they invest their time and energy, saying no to opportunities, tasks, and commitments that don't align with their goals. This isn't selfish, it's strategic. By protecting their focus, they ensure that their efforts are always directed toward what truly matters. Reflection and recalibration are also central to their productivity. High performers don't just power through their to-do lists without stopping to assess their progress. They regularly review their work, asking themselves what's working, what's not, how can I improve? This habit of reflection ensures they are always optimizing their efforts, learning from their experiences, and staying aligned with their goals. Importantly, high performers balance productivity with sustainability. They understand that overwork leads to burnout, which ultimately reduces effectiveness. That's why they prioritize breaks, rest, and self-care as part of their productivity strategy. They recognize that their best work comes when they are mentally and physically at their peak. Rest is not a reward for hard work, it's a necessary component of doing great work. Productivity for high performers is not about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about aligning every action with their highest priorities, focusing deeply on what matters, and eliminating the rest. By mastering this habit, they create a life where progress is not just possible, but inevitable. They achieve more, not because they do more, but because they focus relentlessly on what drives real results. In the end, productivity is not just about getting things done, it's about building a life that reflects your deepest values and aspirations. Influence is one of the most powerful habits that high performers cultivate, yet it's often misunderstood. Many associate influence with manipulation or power over others, but for high performers, influence is about leadership, service, and inspiring those around them. It's not just about advancing your own goals, it's about lifting others as you rise, creating a ripple effect that amplifies your impact in the world. High performers understand that their success is intertwined with the success of the people they influence, and they consciously work to make those around them better, stronger, and more empowered. At its core, influence is rooted in trust. High performers know that trust is the foundation of any meaningful relationship, whether personal or professional. They build trust by being authentic, reliable, and consistent. They show up when they say they will, they keep their word, and they act with integrity in all situations. When people trust you, they're more likely to follow your lead, support your ideas, and collaborate with you. High performers recognize that trust isn't given freely, it must be earned, and it's earned through consistent, aligned actions over time. Influence is also about empathy and understanding. High performers take the time to genuinely understand the needs, desires, and struggles of others. They listen actively and without judgment, offering their support and guidance in ways that are tailored to the individual. They don't simply tell others what to do, they ask questions, provide constructive feedback, and create an environment where others feel heard and valued. This level of empathy fosters loyalty and respect, which amplifies their influence in any group or team. One of the most effective ways high performers influence others is through their example. They don't just talk about what's possible, they show it. They walk the walk, demonstrating the habits, behaviors, and attitudes they want to see in others. High performers know that actions speak louder than words, and by embodying excellence in everything they do, they inspire those around them to rise to the occasion as well. This is the kind of influence that lasts, because it's based on authenticity and results, not manipulation or empty promises. Furthermore, high performers focus on lifting others up, not just elevating themselves. They make it a point to empower those around them, offering encouragement, resources, and opportunities to help others grow. They understand that true leadership is about service and contribution. By sharing their knowledge, their network, and their support, they create a culture of growth where everyone has the chance to thrive. High performers are not threatened by the success of others, instead, they celebrate it. They know that when others rise, the entire team or community benefits. Influence also requires vulnerability. High performers aren't afraid to share their own struggles, setbacks, and failures. They show others that success isn't a straight line and that everyone experiences challenges along the way. This vulnerability creates a connection with others and makes them feel safe to take risks, share their own experiences, and step outside of their comfort zones. By being open and real, high performers foster an environment where everyone feels supported and encouraged to grow without fear of judgment or failure. Lastly, high performers are deliberate about the people they influence. They choose to invest in relationships that are aligned with their values and goals. They surround themselves with individuals who inspire them, challenge them, and bring out the best in them. They also consciously seek to influence those who need their guidance, mentoring them in ways that will help them reach their potential. By focusing on positive, growth-oriented relationships, high performers multiply their influence, creating a powerful network of individuals who lift each other up. In essence, influence is about creating a legacy. High performers understand that true success is not measured by how far they've climbed, but by how many others they've helped rise with them. It's not just about making an impact, it's about making the right kind of impact, one that encourages, empowers, and uplifts others in the process. They understand that the most successful individuals aren't those who hoard power or success for themselves. They're the ones who elevate everyone around them, creating a collective momentum that is unstoppable. By mastering the art of influence, high performers ensure that their success is shared and magnified, leaving a lasting impact on those they touch. Mastery is the ultimate pursuit for high performers. It's about pushing the boundaries of what is possible, constantly evolving, and striving to be the best version of yourself. Mastery is not a destination, but a journey, a lifelong commitment to growth, improvement, and excellence in everything you do. High performers are not satisfied with mediocrity, and they understand that true success comes from continuous learning, practice, and refinement. It is this relentless pursuit of mastery that distinguishes them from others and propels them to achieve extraordinary results. At the heart of mastery is a deep commitment to becoming better, day by day. High performers don't rest on their past achievements or believe that they have arrived. Instead, they recognize that growth is a never-ending process, one that requires constant attention and effort. They actively seek out new knowledge, refine their skills, and challenge themselves to get better. Whether it's honing their technical expertise, improving their communication skills, or developing their emotional intelligence, they approach mastery with a mindset of curiosity and openness. They are always learning and growing, and they view setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities to refine their abilities and deepen their understanding. Mastery also involves a willingness to embrace discomfort. High performers know that growth rarely happens in the comfort zone. To reach the highest levels of excellence, they must push through challenges, overcome obstacles, and face adversity head-on. They understand that the path to mastery is not always easy or smooth, but it is in these difficult moments that they gain the most valuable insights and skills. Rather than avoiding discomfort, high performers lean into it, knowing that it is through these experiences that they become stronger, more resilient, and more capable. They see challenges as tests of their commitment to excellence, and they are willing to endure short-term discomfort for long-term success. One key aspect of mastery is focus. High performers don't try to be good at everything. They focus on what matters most and dedicate their energy and attention to mastering those areas. They are highly selective about where they invest their time and resources, and they understand that in order to master something, they must be willing to make sacrifices. They eliminate distractions, hone their skills in their chosen fields, and immerse themselves in their craft. Whether it's a business, a sport, or a creative endeavor, high performers know that excellence is the result of deep, sustained effort, and they are willing to put in the work required to reach the highest level. High performers also understand that mastery is built on consistency. It's not about making big, dramatic changes all at once, but about showing up every day and doing the work, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. They are consistent in their practice, and they know that it is the compound effect of daily efforts that leads to extraordinary results. Consistency is their secret weapon. It's what allows them to build momentum, improve incrementally, and stay on course even when progress feels slow. This consistency doesn't just apply to their work, it extends to their habits, their mindset, and their overall approach to life. They know that true mastery is the result of continuous, deliberate practice. Another important element of mastery is feedback. High performers actively seek feedback from others, understanding that they cannot achieve greatness alone. They welcome constructive criticism and use it as a tool for improvement. They are not defensive or attached to their egos. Instead, they view feedback as a vital resource for refining their skills and enhancing their performance. They surround themselves with mentors, peers, and advisors who challenge them, provide insight, and help them see areas for improvement. By being open to feedback, high performers create an environment where growth is not just possible, but inevitable. Ultimately, mastery is about the pursuit of excellence for its own sake. High performers are driven not by external rewards, but by an intrinsic desire to be the best they can be. They derive fulfillment from the process of growth and improvement, and their satisfaction comes from knowing that they are constantly becoming better versions of themselves. They are not content with good enough. Instead, they seek to be exceptional in everything they do, striving for excellence, not as a one-time achievement, but as a continuous process. Through their dedication to mastery, high performers create lasting impact and leave a legacy of excellence that inspires others to pursue their own highest potential. Mastery is not a concept reserved for a select few. It is a mindset, a habit, and a way of life. When high performers commit to mastery, they unlock their full potential and open the door to unparalleled achievement. This commitment to excellence drives them forward, allowing them to make a lasting difference in their careers, relationships, and communities. Mastery is the fuel that powers every other high-performance habit and enables individuals to reach the pinnacle of success.